Leonardo da Vinci, a name that echoes through the annals of history. Born in 1452 near the village of Vinci in Italy, he would go on to become one of the most influential figures in art and science. By 1466, young Leonardo moved to Florence and started working in the studio of the renowned artist Verrocchio. It was here that his genius began to flourish. In 1482, Leonardo's journey took him to Milan in northern Italy. There, he wore many hats, working as an architect, engineer, and painter. His time in Milan was marked by numerous innovations and masterpieces that would cement his legacy. The year 1503 was particularly significant for Leonardo. It was then that he began working on one of his most famous paintings, the Mona Lisa. But his creativity didn't stop at the canvas. That same year, he also designed his famous flying machine, showcasing his visionary ideas that were far ahead of his time. Leonardo's insatiable curiosity led him to make pioneering studies in various fields. In 1513, he delved into the study of lenses and optics, making groundbreaking discoveries. By 1515, his focus had shifted to anatomy, where he made significant contributions that would influence future generations. Sadly, in 1516, Leonardo da Vinci passed away in France, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and awe the world. Machinery. Leonardo's notebooks are crammed with designs for ingenious machines. Some of these devices, such as a pump, an armored car, and a machine for grinding lenses, could actually have been built and used. Others, like his famous ornithopter flying machine with its flapping wings, would never have worked, but they were still ahead of their time. A highly talented artist and scientist, Leonardo da Vinci was years ahead of his time. He was one of the greatest figures in the movement called the Renaissance, the revival of art and learning that began in Italy in the 15th century. Today, many people remember Leonardo for painting some of the most famous pictures of his time, but he achieved a great deal more than this. He designed castles and weaponry, invented machines, studied physics and mathematics, and made accurate scientific drawings of plants, animals, and the human body. He was probably one of the world's greatest all-around geniuses. Anatomy. In the 16th century, people knew little about anatomy, the study of the human body and how it works. Leonardo was one of the first to dissect or cut up dead bodies and draw them, sketching every muscle and bone in detail. If his drawings had been published, they would have proved helpful to doctors and other scientists. Mona Lisa. Leonardo's best-known portrait is of Mona Lisa, the wife of a rich Florentine. The painting is famous for Mona Lisa's haunting smile and for the softly blended colors, an effect known as sfumato. The painting is in the Louvre Gallery in Paris. Renaissance man. In Leonardo's time, it was still possible for a person to become skilled in many different branches of learning. Such a person was called a Renaissance man. Leonardo produced new ideas in practically every area he studied. He wrote down many of these ideas in a series of beautifully illustrated notebooks. Architecture. Buildings and town planning fascinated Leonardo. He designed an ideal city that was never built. The streets of the city were arranged in a grid pattern, like a modern American town. He also designed bathhouses, together with drainage networks, and systems for garbage collecting, which were unknown at the time.